Hello, everybody.
Oh,
It is Toku Hero time. I'm your host, Jack.
Mochi.
And once again, Enigma has found himself in the Shadow Realm. Not sure if he's going to get out this time. Yeah.
We have a replacement horse. We have a replacement host in the mail. I don't know why I accidentally said horse.
Okay. Yes, the replacement horse. Just be sure to feed him the carrots. That's how he gets
Yes,
paid.
yes.
There's a horse transformer in Beast Wars, isn't there? Like one of the Japanese ones.
There's actually two.
I remember there was one. I just don't remember what it's all about.
Uh, the one you're probably thinking of is called Mock Kick. That's the blue one.
I actually want to look this up real quick.
Yeah, it's probably the most fiddly thing to ever exist.
Beast Wars Mock Kick. Let's see here. How messed up does this thing look?
Pretty messed up, just to warn you.
Yeah, that's a pretty funkin' looking thing right there. Legacy figure win.
Good question. Why wasn't he in Kingdom?
Exactly. All right.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
We'll get started now. First things first. You got your victory's saber finally,
yes. Only took almost a year and a half.
and you've been just raving about how great it is.
Yeah, I'm screwing around with it now. The only thing I will say
Oh
that I
crap!
don't like.
Oh, that was my bad.
The only, oh,
Okay, go on.
it sounded like an ice cream truck drove by your window.
No, my phone was just going off. Go on.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say the only thing I would say I'm not super enthused about it is this flight stand that comes with it. It looks really cool, but it feels like if I entrust it with the jet configuration for more than a minute, it's gonna break.
It is it like small or something.
It's pretty big considering it's like the actual base is like the size of a wireless charging dock, and the stand part is almost as tall as Victory Leo himself. But it's like all blue translucent plastic. So yeah,
Ah, gotcha.
and
Uh,
yeah, but
probably not going
uh,
to put it on there then.
yeah, it seems to work fine in every other configuration, but just it doesn't like the big jet thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and then this blew my mind. The Brain Master that comes with it is actually smaller than a Titan Master.
Seriously?
Yeah, hold on, I'll get a. I have a coin in here somewhere. I have to. Or I can just grab a Titan Master. That probably makes more sense.
Probably.
Oh, I was like, uh,
While we're waiting on that, how are you guys doing today? Do some audience gauging here. Are you guys staying hydrated? Are you eating well? Are you getting enough sleep? I hope you are. Stay hydrated, kids. Stay in school. Eat your vegetables. Listen to your parents. And this is why podcasts are made with three, not two.
all right. Back after a word from our sponsor.
me just saying motivational stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard something.
Yeah, that
I
was just
got
me
up,
talking.
got up to check for a Titan Master, and I was like, I have no Titan Masters that are on. They're in this room, and then I Just had to like get the steps story quick and rip one off of Triptychon. Hold on, let me get this guy out of here. Be faster, but I only have one of these, and I'd rather not break it.
What are you trying to compare it to?
I grabbed the Titan Master that comes with Triptychon, and that's already pretty tiny. This is like, if you've seen what World's Smallest Ravage looks like, I would say it's comparable in size to that.
Like one of those world's
If not,
smallest transformer things.
yeah, but like the cassette that comes with Soundwave, like smaller than that.
Oh wow.
Wait there.
He's small boy.
Small boy indeed.
Don't let him around small children.
No, I think I could genuinely accidentally inhale this if I wasn't careful. It's ridiculous.
But yeah. Otherwise, I know you've been gushing about that thing. It does look great.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah, we can go ahead and move on. To some actual news here. We got some stuff for Reactivated. We have what's possibly some screenshots here that's showing some of our playable characters. We have Starscream, Slipstream, Hot Rod, Soundwave, Sunstreaker, Ironheart, and Windblade. You still there?
All right, picture's finally coming through.
Oh, you're taking a picture.
Picture's finally coming through. Yeah, I was trying to do the size comparison. Embed fail, because why not?
You can show it later.
Yeah, anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just listing off the playable characters here for what seem to be playable characters for Reactivate.
Yeah, that game looks a bit worrying, but I'll try to stay positive about it.
Yeah, pay to win. It's supposed to be like Apex Legendy. Jeez, that is small.
Yeah, I told you.
Damn.
Still does the brain though.
Nice. But yeah, with the characters we have here, I'm I'm actually surprised to see things like Slipstream, Hot Rod, Sunstreaker, and Windblade.
You're right there.
Yeah. Just trying to speak English.
It's always hard.
Indeed. But yeah, I'm surprised to actually see Windblade because we haven't actually seen her in a little bit since Cyberverse.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame it's in this, but I'll take it.
Mostly because it's like we haven't had a figure of her since I'm guessing the Cyberverse line.
Yeah, Cyberverse line, and the last one that was technically G1 was in Legends, which is about 6 years ago.
Right. So who knows? Maybe we'll get a new figure out of this. Overall, the characters from this picture look pretty cool.
Probably.
Sunstreaker here is looking pretty anorexic right now.
Yeah, some of these look pretty good, but are a little strange looking, I'll say.
Ironhide has taken Bulkhead's chin.
Give it back.
Soundwave, of course, looks great no matter what he's doing.
Simp.
Yeah, I know. Believe me, the shrine is being made currently. Still working on it.
Yeah, that reminds me. We have Authentics to talk about after this.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah. Everybody here looks all right.
All right, shall we move on to Legacy?
Yeah. Let's talk about new Prowl and Junkion 2. We have photos of Legacy Evolution Deluxe animated Prowl and Junkion 2. They liked Junkion so much they made Junkion 2.
Yes.
Yeah. Prowl looks great.
Yeah. I was a little bit uh I was a little bit weirded out by like the kind of hybrid head sculpt he has that seems to emulate the G1 character, but honestly, it's kind of grown on me over a few hours.
Yeah, seeing it, I like it a lot as well. It's definitely just more of a G1y shape head. It's not like the long chin we got with the original animated design.
I can understand people being upset that they're essentially like G1ifying some other continuities of characters, but at the same time, they have to sell it somehow.
Yeah, and I feel like they could probably only do like so much with trying to do modern animated designs, especially if they
You're probably right.
especially if they want to do like the chug style transformations. You know.
Well, it's like the original animated line was done in a time where it was much easier to acquire denser materials and it was easier to make those like very cartoony designs into physical plastic. That's not really as feasible now with it being still being affordable. So I kind of understand why.
Yeah, it's probably just easier to give them the more square shape. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
he's wearing his G1ified self pretty well here.
I would say so.
Now to get out my old siege prowl and just do the Spider-Man pointing beam. Anime prowl comes in, asks who are you, and G1 prowl just goes, I'm you, but I flip more tables.
I was gonna say they just like they discover each other while by flipping a table into each other's dimensions.
Nah, animated prowl is too peaceful for that. He's not the one that flips the tables. He'll just throw shurikens at you. What'd you just send to me? Bruh. Who would be the third one, though?
Beast Wars.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm you, but I can fly. Or I'm a lion, depending on which one you want to go with.
Yeah. Uh,
Anyway,
did we have another legacy? Did we have another legacy thing, or am I stupid?
we got Junkie on 2 that I haven't talked about yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Junkie on 2. Yeah, he looks cool too. It's just they're both bike formers, and just when you put them side by side, it's very weird to try to contrast the two. I just got
Well,
proud.
in fairness, it is a junkie on. That's kind of its thing.
Yeah, true. But it's like you see Prowl here was sleek, some his sleek. Had burp there.
Yeah, it's literally just you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. It's just that.
And yeah, he's supposed to be a weaponizer type figure too. So makes sense that he's got this asymmetric sign design going on.
Yeah, it's supposed to convert without parts forming, and with this design, I'm just very skeptical about that.
I don't know how, considering literally every kind of weaponizer does part forming, so I have no clue how that's going to
That's,
work out.
but the ones in evolution don't apparently. That's very strange.
Is he our first gonna be our first legacy weaponizer? Did we have one already?
No, no, we had Scraphook earlier.
Right.
That was real.
I forgot about him. Yeah.
And if you want to be technical, Red Cog is the first one, although that's a repaint.
Yeah, true.
So,
I'm almost tempted
right.
to get Red Cog just because I like his colors.
I wanted him just because Diaclone.
Yeah.
But and for the extra stuff, but he's $30 at Target, and I was not paying that.
Oof. I don't think it
And he's
was that.
gonna be.
I don't think it was that much at my Target.
I was gonna get it, and I got it to the self checkout counter, and it rang up as like $36 with tax.
God damn.
So I was, yeah, that might just be my state, but still.
Jeez. But
Yeah, maybe
yeah, he's looking
if it
good.
goes on sale.
Looks like everybody's wanting a repaint of Proud to be Armada sideways, which I can see that working.
Yeah, they could also do that. Hold on a second. Everyone try to find a picture. They could also retool it to do Samurai Prowl if they really wanted to. Take advantage of the weaponizer ports.
Had to mute the mic right there. I was choking on my drink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, trying not to die here.
I mean, I've injured myself on this podcast. I don't think anyone's gonna notice if you chuckle.
Okay, I'm good. I think.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I can definitely see them trying to do Samurai Prowl if they want to do that. But just re-release it with that additional sidecar.
I like how you're just like BRB might die.
Basically. Kind of curious on how they would do a like an animated, like an Armada sideways if they want to keep the Minicon headmaster gimmick thing.
They could reuse the Titan's Return mechanism.
Yeah, they could probably just take the head off, put the time master ports on there, and boom, there you go.
Yeah, that mechanism is pretty small and cheap to produce, so I don't see why they couldn't.
Apparently, we're both having trouble speaking today. Lovely.
Strong call nuggets.
Anyway, moving on. Why don't we talk about some Kamen Rider?
Oh wait, we forgot Authentics.
Oh right, what were you going to talk about with Authentics?
Oh yeah, hold on. Okay, this is perfect. The images just disappeared from my gallery.
Oh, lovely.
There we go. Thank God you can search DMs on Discord. That makes retrieving these much easier.
Right.
Here we go. We got Titan Changer, Soundwave, and Cheetor. I don't know what they did to deserve this, but here we go.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. You actually sent me this the other day.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, why?
I mean, Soundwave probably got off better than Cheetor did, but still.
He looks like he can actually relatively move his arms. Cheetor, I think he's just cursed to look like this and never move.
I don't have it in hand yet, so I can't be certain, but from what I can tell, it looks like he can only swing his shoulders in and out.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any feasible way for him to like move his arms forward and backwards.
Because, like, if I'm seeing that correctly, the inside of the arm is completely hollow, so there would be no way for him to do that.
Yeah, and I think, and I can even tell by the toy here, like I can tell his arms are supposed to fold in to form the cheetah legs.
And also, is it just me, or does this look like it's made out of raw chicken?
I mean, kinda.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like the turkey video with binging with Babish I was watching this morning.
The every Cheetor burrito.
The every kid appeal burrito.
Yes, exactly. There you go. To be honest, the Soundwave doesn't look terrible. It probably just needs a little bit more color.
I mean, comparatively. Like I said, he looks like he can at least move his arms in forward, backwards, and possibly in and out.
Well, he looks better solely by not looking like he's in constant agony.
Exactly. And if I am looking at his legs right, I think his legs are held together by this little thing, by this like
Yeah, they're
little bridge thing. I don't know what that'd be called, but it looks so he doesn't look like
oh
he
yeah
can move
the
his legs.
yeah that support there.
Yeah, so I don't think he's going to be able to move his legs from the looks of it. As a matter of fact,
But
I'm
what's
not seeing any joints there whatsoever.
interesting is if I'm seeing this correctly, his door can is that little tape deck.
Yeah, I can, yeah, it looks like the door can actually open, which implies that you can put his cassettes in there, which implies that there's cassettes coming out in this line.
My guess is that it's either going to be like a static one, like the Kingdom Core one, that's just doesn't do anything, and it's just included, or
Pro,
it's going to be or it's going to be compatible with the Siege molds.
is it going to be that big?
These are 12-inch figures, so yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, what works works, I guess.
yeah. I've seen, to be honest, some figures aren't that bad. They're pretty good for what they are. And then I see stuff like this, and I'm like, just put it out of its misery. What did it do to deserve this?
Like this is the type of thing I'd probably just give like my girlfriend's kid just to play with, so he doesn't touch my actual figures.
Yeah, you're like, here, you can't possibly break this. Now shut up.
Here, this thing's probably like $10. I don't care if you do break it.
Yeah, probably. But you know, Soundwave. We both know how this ends.
Right?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
Hon-
So yeah, we can go ahead
Honestly,
and yeah, go
I if they did
ahead.
like a Tripredicus agent repaint of the Cheetor, I might seriously consider it. Just for the sole purpose of having a Tripredicus that looks like this. Like
Bro,
it provides comedic value, and that's enough for me.
bro, I would love that.
Yeah. Or like a Tigatron even.
A bigger scale Tigatron.
I mean, technically, the MP scale at this.
Yeah, kinda. He kinda is. About the closest thing we'll get to before going actual MP.
Just have it's like surrounded by the $200 and $300 figures of what the Beast Wars guys, and then Tigatron is just like T posing in the center, like this $12
Which quick rant. I love how
Go
people
ahead.
still complain about figures that are probably the closest thing we'll get to masterpieces without getting into masterpiece.
Yeah, and they're like what, $30?
I mean, if you want to pay your $200 figures, go right ahead. But I will stick with my $30 figures. Thank you. That are probably just as good.
I
It
feel
needs.
like that's a personal. I feel like that's a personal attack on me, but I'll choose to ignore
Hey, look! If I had the money to get Victory Saber, I totally would.
it. Okay, well, yeah, okay, yeah, that's more like a Titan type of thing, and not like $200 on a Voyager.
True.
But it's like, uh, I don't. Yeah, I think you're totally right. I remember when people were complaining about was it Siege or Earthrise? I think it's Earthrise. Cliff Jumper. Everybody just lost their minds about for some reason.
Oh, it's because it was technically parts forming. Yeah.
He was smaller than all the other ones. And I was like, yeah, it's Cliff Jumper. He's that's kind of supposed to be like that.
It's Cliff. Him and B are supposed to be small boys.
I was honestly hoping Hasbro would fire back and it's like, here, screw you, Titan class Cliff Jumper.
uh, I want Titan class Rumble.
Titan class. I mean, the blue one. I don't think we're allowed to name names here.
I just said Rumble. I didn't say which color.
Oh god, I just implicated myself, didn't I? Oh god.
You just put yourself out there.
I was gonna say I'll read the angry comments later, but I don't think we've gotten a single comment so far in this entire show.
In Earthspark, they made Rumble. Like, did they specifically say that he's supposed to be? Well, actually, she is supposed to be the blue one.
Well, it's you can see that it's blue, so I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, there's blue on there, though I think she's more purple.
True, but I'll take that to mean that's what she's based on.
Yeah. We could say it's a mix
Uh,
of blue and red. So you win either way.
It's like, well, to me, I don't really care because, like, when would I ever talk about them as separate characters?
True.
They're the same person.
I love how they made Rumble Soundwave's teenage rebel daughter going through her emo phase.
I like how it was kind of just an in joke for a couple of years, but now it's basically become canon that Soundwave is like a single dad.
Basically.
Yeah. Kind of like that, not gonna lie.
A single dad of his 2 twin children and all of his pets.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love
I'm
it.
just like, it's not even worth like trying to put any Ravage in like a attack pose. I generally just like put him neck like curled up near Soundwave somewhere. Because that's just what he is to me. It's just like robot cat.
His robot house cat, who's probably knocking over every Soundwave lamp he runs across.
Can you imagine if that's how the war started? Like the Allspark wasn't destroyed by anybody, it was just Ravage like screwing shit up.
just knock the Allspark off the podium.
Yeah, it's
and just became it became an act of terrorism.
He just knocks the Matrix onto the ground and breaks it.
Actually, if you think about it, considering how important those items are in Transformers, like that probably would be considered like an act of terrorism somewhere in there.
Probably Soundwave just took the fall because he didn't want anybody going after his cat.
Exactly. So yeah.
Let's move on to Kamen Rider, I guess.
Yeah. So before we get into the episode, we got some toys we can talk about here.
Yes.
First off, we have the product reveal of the DX Vision driver, which I remember the other day, Enigma was talking about this and how much it was creeping him out.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was a little bit overdramatic because I just don't see how this is scary.
I think it's just because it's basically supposed to look like an eye.
Yeah.
And for some reason that's creeping him out.
Maybe I'm just desensitized because of the Beast Wars background.
True. But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. I think if I remember correctly, like it just does this NFC thing where you just hold the buckles next to it and it'll scan it.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
If I saw that toy promotion right when Enigma was showing that off.
Yeah, I think that's correct. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a unique set of items within a pre-existing season.
Mainly just because, like, this, like, he's clearly not using a buckle. He's using whatever this card thing is.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't already get rid of the gimmicks. Like, don't make them irrelevant like they did in 0-1, where they just basically switched to just different belts.
But it didn't even bother, like, opening them half the time anymore.
Basically. We also have some figures. Oh, go on.
0-1 was more like buy a belt. It was like buy Brass Keys, get a belt free at that point. Like, they're so dime a dozen.
Basically. Yeah, that was kind of ridiculous in that season. I love 0-1, but I will say it's ridiculous how the gimmick just became different drivers.
It was essentially like slowly turning into Yu-Gi-Oh!
Bruh.
I mean, if it had gone on for more than one season, we would be like in mountains of them now.
Mounds of drivers.
And they're all repaints because why not?
Well, I mean, with the comic, it looks like there's a red version of the 0-1 driver, so how much you want to bet that's going to be a thing at some point?
It actually already is, you just can't get it anymore.
Oh, bro.
It was like if I remember correctly, it was like a China Anime Expo exclusive or something like that.
Huh. Well, I guess that's the thing. Maybe even a re-release at some point to promote the comic.
Probably. But
Yeah, we also have action figures we can talk about. We have SH Figure Arts Buffa.
Buffa, yeah.
Buffa these nuts. Got him. He just straight up left the call. You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
What?
You leaving the call after I said that.
I didn't hear what you said. I got disconnected.
I said buffa these nuts, and literally after I said that, it disconnected you. So I think that was actually just Discord disappointed in me.
My phone was just like, no. Hung up for me.
That's great.
I like how you're just like, yeah, I should have expected that.
I thought you legit just hung up right there.
You like looking down at your phone and there's a notification that I blocked you.
Exactly. I would not have blamed you.
Like I'm breaking up with you.
Exactly. But yeah, we got a buffa here. We also got Figure Arts Birth. He's looking pretty cool. I guess there's a version that has red eyes on it, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And one that I was not expecting to see, Figure Arts for Rider Man.
That's very strange.
You would think they would probably do like black, considering Black Sun right now.
I think at this point, Rider Man is such like an in joke among fans that they just said, why not?
Yeah, why not? And in this
'Cause I think
picture,
they're already
I'm looking at for it, there's a V3 in the background, so I guess we're getting a V3 as well.
that makes sense if they're doing them in tandem releases because Rider Man was essentially the second rider to V3.
True. We also have some stuff where
Although you think they would,
huh?
you'd think if it was the case that they would show V3 off first,
You don't think so? I guess
since that's like infinitely more popular.
yeah. Which I guess this implies we're getting a V3 Figure Arts. Which do we actually have Figure Arts for the Showa era stuff?
We have Ichigo, Nigo, and I think we have a Skyrider. I mean, Super One. I honestly don't keep up with that. We'll get them all eventually.
Yeah, I figure we would have an Ichigo and Nigo. I'm just not sure if we have anybody else.
To be honest, they're probably just doing this and showing this off first to like capitalize on the joke potential. If that makes any sense. Like this is Rider Man is kind of essentially like the bombastic bagman of AR. So.
Oh, so the thing that should have the most screen time then.
Yeah, exactly. MCU, you cowards.
Exactly. Spider-Man 4, he gets that bombastic bagman costume.
Please.
Yes, please. Make that a variant in the new Spider-Verse movie.
Honestly, considering that they're doing Insomniac Peter in that, I don't see why not.
Exactly. Quick shout out to Buffa's knees here.
Oh yeah, I forgot we got to talk about knee pics.
For those of you who don't know, there's just a picture going around of Buffa's knees. His kneecaps here are apparently just tied together with Scotch tape.
I don't even have any comment on that, to be honest. That just speaks for itself.
Yeah. You're a multi-million-dollar company using just Scotch tape to keep the costumes together.
It would be even funnier if I found out it wasn't even like Scotch brand tape. It was like a Dollar Tree knockoff.
Exactly. Well, whatever the Japanese version of like a Walmart or a dollar store is.
Is there even like a 1 yen store in Japan? There probably has to be.
I mean, I figured it would be stores like that. I'm sure there's some kind of discount store somewhere.
Yeah.
I would assume
Oh,
there would
okay.
be.
It's literally just called one. It's literally just called 100 yen shop. Never mind.
Oh, did you actually look that up?
Yeah, apparently that's pretty common. I don't know what I expected.
Okay, so we know where they buy their buy the stuff to keep their suits together.
It would be. There's some weird company invoice leaks that happen all the time. It'd be so funny if it was leaked that Toei is like their biggest customer, buying
Right.
like millions of dollars of tape and glue every year.
Just the Scotch tape, probably Elmer's glue somewhere in there.
Yeah,
Not even hot glue gun. Just take a thing of Elmer's glue.
especially with how much yen is going into the toilet right now, they're probably the only thing keeping Japan's economy going.
Probably. Um, we also have some images going into some real topics here. We have an image here of Revice in his Grand Prix form,
Yes.
which looks, which just from what I can see in this image, which for some reason he's fighting Dark Ryuki. Okay. But anyway, he is just looks like the regular helmets, and he's using the beat buckle,
Yeah, seems to be.
which makes sense. That's probably the closest thing to his colors right there. And I think Vice gets Monster.
I guess that makes sense. Probably the closest thing they have.
I think I remember the image him having Monster. I said this
Yeah.
before. I said this again. Yeah, I look forward to seeing like a legacy rider using other drivers.
It's pretty cool that they actually went to the effort of like making an entry suit for instead of just being like a recolor of a previous armor like it usually is.
Yeah, which from the looks of it, it may just be like a. I don't know if it's like molded from like the original Revice helmet or not. I don't think so, but that'd be cool if it's its own original mold. But I mean the base entry suit, like that's probably the easiest thing they can probably do.
Probably. Uh, I think the closest thing we had to an original suit for a crossover form was like drive type fruits, which is literally just type speed with a sombrero.
Pretty much. It's
That's
Toei.
not
Do you think
that,
we're gonna make original suits, brand new molds?
probably not. You're right. Stupid of me to ask.
Well, I don't know what you're expecting there. After that, we have the Geats cast wearing costumes. So belated Halloween episode, I guess, by
Interesting.
2 months,
Right before Christmas.
right before Christmas.
So I guess you can also view this as them being really really early.
Maybe. We
Yeah.
see Kawa here wearing a Pope hat, so Church of Kawa, I'm down.
Yes. The best religion.
Femboy Ace here, bottom text. And I guess like Michinaga is supposed to be like a priest or something. Is that what he's supposed to be? I can't tell.
Uh, I don't know.
I,
That's weird.
I don't know what he's supposed to be rocking here.
He's a thing.
I guess whenever this episode airs, we'll know
Or they just won't tell us and provide no context.
exactly. And which Nago? So yeah,
Oh, I thought that was a question.
no, just saying. Nago dressed as a witch. I'm down.
Oh, I thought that was like which Nago, and I was like, holy god, there's two of them.
I mean, why not? Two of the same characters. Why not?
Oh god, there's just like clones wearing repainted each other's suit. That's the logical conclusion.
I mean, considering where the series seems to be going, I mean, clones maybe not the most weirdest thing ever.
Yeah, I guess so.
Which, speaking of, episode 14 of Geats, we'll get into the episode proper now. What'd you think?
That certainly did happen.
It indeed did. The thing happened with the stuff.
I feel like we say this every week about every episode. We could just not watch the show and nobody would know the difference.
I mean, that's me with Sentai, so I mean. But
We're
yeah.
you're not actually supposed to let them know that.
But yeah, with episode 14 of Relice, we actually get some pretty interesting stuff going on here. So just kind of going in order here, we're still doing musical chairs.
Yeah.
So everybody's kind of worried. It turns out Ace had purposely let his driver be stolen just to get more information about the Grand Prix staff.
Yep.
Uses that to trick Punk Jack into revealing some information, including that we learned that his mom was Sumuri's predecessor as the game navigator.
Very interesting.
I love how you're just like, yes, indeed. Interesting.
Just nothing else for this episode.
It's like you said, we could now watch the episode and nobody could tell the difference.
Interesting.
Just watch the episode while we're recording this.
Yeah, just pretend that you're accomplishing something like a Sega CD game.
But anyway, so yeah, we get that information. We have it is implied that the actually I think it's almost confirmed that the Yamato, which I guess the riders specifically are actually some of the defeated riders. So like the rider that Kawa was fighting against in the episode, it seemed like he was the guy who was originally the owl guy. So yeah, we got that, and I think the other one that we hear talking, the one that says "Don't lump me in with you guys," isn't that like the Dapan?
It certainly sounds like it.
I feel like that's who that's gonna be. So yeah, I guess they're like turning the dead riders into the Yamato riders. The Yamato are made of people.
It's getting very Resident Evil up in here.
We also see the game master, turning into Kamen Rider Glare using the Vision Driver, and just knocking down Punk Jack and Ace. Which, by the way, Punk Jack and Ace are now buddies now, because the game master decided to be like, hey, you still gotta win if you want your thing, if you want your desire wish. That's how things go. He's just like, wait, that's not our agreement. Game Master just goes, fuck you. And now Punk Jack and Ace are working together, at least in that moment.
That is the entire show. Just like, yeah, remember those rules I told you earlier? Forget everything I said.
Oh, it's funny. Like right at the end of the episode where they do that Grand Prix rule thing, like it says the game master will not determine who wins or loses directly, but at the same time he just basically caused Ace to lose.
Yeah.
So right after that happened, and I love that.
But nothing anybody says actually means anything.
Exactly. We see Glare can actually essentially hack the other riders, just knock their headpiece off, place it with the thing on his chest, and just control them. Which because that caused Ace to not be able to get his driver in time, and it caused him to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And there's your episode recap.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm probably just gonna replace myself with like a looping tape recorder of going, interesting, uh-huh.
Basically, how this show goes.
Well, I'll just take a nap in the background.
Exactly. But yeah, that was episode 14. Definitely actually really good episode. Like I thought it was really good. We see Kayla also using the command twin buckle. So that was awesome to see here. Yeah. So again, as always, Geets has been very solid.
Yes.
Which I'm glad they're actually starting to pick up the pace with the Reiwa era because we know. I will always say I do love 01, even though it definitely has flaws. Um, and Saber was a thing, but Revice was, I think, despite some of its flaws, were not as flawed, but which made the show definitely really good. And so far, Geets has been really good.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Zero Ones was more like just one very big everybody hated.
Was a big what? I'm sorry.
I said to be fair, Zero Ones was more like one very big flaw that everybody hated.
True, true. Yeah, the second third of that show was not that great.
Yeah.
And Saber.
Everybody hates Bowser.
Yep. And Saber was just a mess from beginning to end.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I don't know what's going on with the guy who wrote that show and Ghost. I don't know what's going on with him. I still haven't personally watched Ghosts. I just do hear that it is pretty bad.
It's not as bad as you would be led to believe, but don't let that stop you from thinking it's bad.
It is bad, just not as bad as people are saying.
I'm just like basically saying it's not that lethal, but it is poisonous.
It'll only kill you in a week and not 5 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, we got that going on. Anything about Kamen Rider you got for us today, Mochi?
Uh, I think that was it, but we might be missing. I think we were missing a product review, but I don't really remember.
As far as I can tell, we got all that covered. The other procs I'm seeing on the
Wait,
webs.
okay.
Huh?
I remember what we're doing.
What?
I remember what it was. There's a new ID core sets revealed.
Oh, what we got?
They're just variants.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why it's spoiler tag. Don't ask.
Oh,
it's just like a broken.
Oh, it's just broken ID cores. Okay, cool. I guess you want cosplay. It looks like my phone does, right? I guess you want cosplay dead characters.
Because that's a normal thing to do.
Yeah, sure. That's why we have
they basically just look like the regular ones, except they look more like my phone does right now.
Basically. That's why we have the Gray Optimus Prime, because we always want to cosplay the death of a character. But yeah, we got that going on for Kamen Rider this week. Moving on, do we have anything for Sentai and Power Rangers today, Mochi?
Yeah.
What we got?
We do. A whole lot of nothing.
A whole lot of nothing.
We have like some very minimal stuff today, but it's not anything huge.
Well, we haven't even reached the hour mark yet, so go on. What we got?
We got some new Dino Fury figures, which is pretty cool actually. But I think that's literally it.
Is it Lightning? Is it the Lightning Collection figures?
It seems to be like a new thing that's like in between the basic ones and Lightning Collection.
What is it?
Those like rear soldier armored forms? That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, the Ninja sword is shipping out to everybody who ordered that.
Ah, nice for those people who wanted that.
Yeah,
I love how we
and
come. I love how we came in here completely unprepared for Sentai Power Rangers.
there's kind of been a dry spell lately.
Yeah, I can see what you're talking about with the Cosmic Fury stuff there. That's actually pretty cool looking.
Yeah, I don't know if this is worth mentioning, but I'll do it anyway. Apparently, there's like a lot of issues with the Ryu crossover figure.
Oh yeah.
Like, people are having it arrive like this,
Oh, okay. Ouch.
and it's not just that it detached; it literally won't go on.
Okay. For those of you at home, apparently people have been getting this figure of the Ryu crossover with its leg taken off.
I don't. I'm usually in defense of Hasbro, but that's unacceptable.
Right? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that right there.
Yeah, that sucks. But that's pretty much it in terms of. I guess we can't talk Don Brothers either since Enigma's not here.
Right. Yeah. Well, in that case, you just want to call here then?
I mean, we can find something to talk about probably.
I got nothing else for this week, my dude.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess we'll just make it a short one this week. One thing I will say, we do have an announcement. Next week we will probably not be here for the holidays.
Yes.
So we'll probably reconvene the next week after Christmas. So in the meantime, we hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, and hope you get everything you want. Hug your family that you probably haven't seen in 10 years. And yeah,
Drink your teeth. Eat your seatbelt.
all that good stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, so everybody have a happy holidays, and in case we don't reconvene by the new year, happy New Year's as well.
Yep.
All right. And with that, thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed us rambling today, like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.
See you.